Hey everyone, how's it going? This is going to be our next Clip Studio Paint tutorial. Kind of a tutorial. It's more of a speed drawing, but there's a couple things I wanted to go over. So, in our scene here, Wolverine's head and his leg they're too close to the canvas edge. Well, his leg is actually outside. But so what I want to do is change the canvas size. So to do this, you go to File, change canvas size, and this pop-up window will come out, which will have dimensions here, and right now they're set to the units of pixels, but you can change it to whatever units you want. So right now the canvas is 3000 by 3000 pixels. So one way you can change it is to manually put numbers in there. Another way is just simply by grabbing these squares here, and you can change the canvas size to whatever you want. Now I'm going to change these canvas size manually, and then I look over at these numbers, and then I'll just round up. So I'll make this 3200 pixels, and the width I will make 3400 pixels. Kind of a weird dimension, but for right now it puts the whole figure in the canvas. So I might scale the drawing down to a more traditional canvas size once I'm finished. So, another thing that I wanted to go over was when you drawing over your models, make sure to lower the opacity of your models. This will help you to draw over them when you're drawing on your raster layer. Another thing, when you click your model raster and none of the tools show up, what you can do is you come over here and you click this little 3D box, and then your tools will come back up. So another thing I wanted to do was to show you guys how to save your characters. So I didn't remember exactly where I put the little square to make them this size. So what I'm gonna do is click over here with this little save button with the person in front of another person, and this saves the material of your character, like the size you made them. And so I'm gonna save this for future reference, so that my Incredible Hulk will always be the same size. And so I'll just call it Hulk. I'll come over here, and we gotta save it somewhere. I'll save it in 3D, and then I'll save it in character, and then I'll hit OK, and then it'll be saved. Every time I pull that model up, it'll have the same dimensions. It won't have the same pose. I mean, I can save the pose, but that's something I don't think I'm going to be using too often. I'm going to do the same for Wolverine, so I'll just save Wolverine, and then I'll save him in the same location. Character, and okay. And so now anytime I want to pull up Wolverine and Hulk in different panels or in different drawings, they'll always be the same size. Let me test it out real quick. I'm just gonna pull up a regular canvas, or one of the comic book canvases that I created, and so then I'll come over here to little 3D and character, and so here they are, Wolverine and Hulk. So I'll throw in Wolverine. Let me move this over so I can have some room for the Hulk, and I'll throw in Hulk. Now I can tell already the program does not save the scaling factor. So that is something you are going to have to remember. Or what I should have done was given them the title Hulk 135 and Wolverine 95. That way I know what the scaling factor is for these two characters. I wasn't sure if the scaling was going to be saved as part of their character feature either. Apparently not. So let me just line these guys up real quick. Alright. I want to just get them side by side so you can clearly see that they are. So I'm gonna Hulk, and then under the 3D. Yeah, I see the scaling is 100%. So I believe it was 135. What is what I used for my drawing over here. And then Wolverine, yeah, I see it goes back to 100%. So when you save your characters, it might be, if they have a different scaling factor than normal, it might be wise to save your character as Hulk, and then the scale factor, Wolverine scale factor. That way, now when you bring him in, let's say you're working on a page where it has 3 or 4 panels on it, and it's interaction between the Hulk and Wolverine, you can always dump them in there, and they'll always be that same figure, and then scale them properly, and then you'll have it'll be a consistent, the size of your characters will be consistent. And so, okay, so yeah, we're gonna start drawing. So I think that's everything I wanted really to show you. Oh, this other thing, folders. I'm gonna create 2 folders and call them Hulk and Wolvie, just so I can put my raster layers for these individual characters in their own folders. That way, when I'm working on one, I can collapse the other one, and I don't have to see a huge row of raster layers in my way. So when I start drawing Hulk here, I'll slowly put those raster layers in the Hulk folder, and then when I'm done with the Hulk, I can collapse that folder. So I've already started, actually. As you can see, the face does not match the model exactly. See, the model has a longer nose, regular lips, and a regular forehead. So when I draw the Hulk, I like that he had kind of like an ogre face. So I gave him a shorter, snoutier nose, and then you can see the mouth doesn't quite match up. The only thing I really matched up was the eyes and the ears. The forehead is a little bit bulgier. You can see him. Let me get a better view of the shadows here. But yeah, you can kind of see the eyes and the ears match up. I kept those in line with the model. And then you can see the nose is much shorter, and then the mouth is also a little bit higher. I could have maybe pushed it down a little bit. His bottom lip is a little bit bigger, and I kind of like gave him a dimple on his chin. I mean, this is all your preference as an artist, how you want your Hulk to look like. I always like the late 70s, early 80s Hulk, where he was a monster, really, not so much of a pretty boy. So I'm going with that. That's the kind of and also I like the more of a bulky kind of Hulk, not so much a bodybuilder type of Hulk where like every muscle is defined. I like him more like an ogreish kind of bulky kind of guy. That's the Hulk I've always liked. I don't know. Again, it's artist's preference. So yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to go over. So if you want to see this, I'm gonna speed this up to make this shorter. But basically, what I'm gonna do is just do the line art for. And I'm not the best artist or so I'm not too I'm not too good with line weight and stuff. I know I need to work on those stuff. But yeah, this is just gonna be me just drawing the rest of the Hulk. And then in later videos, I'll go ahead and start doing Wolverine, and then and I'll start coloring him. I want to complete this whole drawing and make it a series on my channel here. So I'll throw in some tutorials now and then maybe, and then at the end of the tutorials I'll do the speed drawing for you guys. But if not, I'll let you guys know. But anyways, if you want to stick around for the speed drawing, go ahead. If not, you can click away now. So thank you for watching. Please give this a thumbs up, and comment down below if you got any questions. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next one.